Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up. Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Hampton, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Hampton, Virginia.
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Hampton, this is Monster Jam!
Fans, the first competition of the evening is JCB Racing. All of our drivers have been seated into a bracket. They're about to go head-to-head in hopes of getting the fastest time. The 4 drivers to do so will advance to the semifinal round. Hampton, we've got to set the tone for the rest of the night. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Well, first, your 2025 Arena Series Central Champion, it's John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. And he was your 2025 Rookie of the Year, sitting in third right now in the series. It's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. They've met 9 times this season in racing. Terminal Velocity would take 6 wins. He's got a race record of 32-13. Crazy Train, 18-18 this season. Round 1 racing, here we go! A close race in the first race, and we knew it would be. It's amazing how tight of turns these two drivers pulling, just missing those turn cones as they're going around the track. So here we go, the video board right now, the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Your winner is Crazy Train. So Triton Robbins, a big win in Crazy Train, setting the tone for himself this weekend, and a tough loss out of the gate for Terminal Velocity's John Zimmer Jr. And the winner of our next race will take on Crazy Train in our semifinal round. She is ferocious. She is fabulous. Let's hear it for Logan Ashline. Sparkle Smash! In his 21st season behind the wheel of that giant shark, let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon! They've met 2 times this season. Megalodon would take both of those wins. For the rookie, this could be a big upset against the veteran. Let's go green! Your winner is Sparkle Smash! 2 races in, 2 big upsets. Crazy Train takes on Sparkle Smash now in our semifinal round as you ride on board Logan Ashline. So 2 more races in round 1, and this one is going to be just as big as these last 2 races. He was the 2023 Arena Racer of the Year. He has the best race record on the series. Let's hear it for Cody Saucier, Dragon! I haven't even said her name yet, and already this place is going nuts for the hometown favorite. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger! In the 4 times they've met this season, Dragon has taken all 4 wins. Cody, 34-10 in racing with 9 JCB Racing Finals wins. This is going to be a big race. Here we go. Your winner is Dragon. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, cutting that final turn real tight, trying to play catch up at the end, but Cody Saucier, Dragon, now 35-10 in racing. For our final round 1 race in JCB Racing, put your bullhorns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco! And he is the flyest guy in Monster Jam. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy! In the 5 times they've met this season, El Toro Loco has won all 5. Plain Crazy has the opportunity for a big upset right now. Here we go. Both drivers getting a little squirrely at the end, but your winner is El Toro Loco. Actually, after the replay, the super glue glued to the action replay, your winner is Plain Crazy. It looked like Plain Crazy was behind going into that final turn. The replay doesn't lie, so Plain Crazy moves on. Big upsets in round one of JCB Racing. Terminal Velocity taking the L to Crazy Train. Sparkle Smash beating Megalodon. Dragon beats Gravedigger, and Plain Crazy beats El Toro Loco. Our semifinal round of JCB Racing is set.
Fans, we've narrowed it down to 4, but only 2 can advance to the finals. It's time for the semifinal round. Who's ready for more JCB Racing?
So again, round one, JCB Racing had some wild upsets right there. Terminal Velocity definitely needed that win over Crazy Train to try to gain more points over El Toro Loco, because El Toro Loco is like 20-some points behind Terminal Velocity on the series, but both taking a loss in round one. All right, it's getting word from our Monster Jam officials. Crazy Train not able to return for our semifinal round of racing. So that's going to have Dragon versus Plain Crazy, and then Sparkle Smash. We'll see who Sparkle Smash faces in this semifinal round of JCB Racing. So we're going to jump to the second race in our semifinals. Dragon versus Plain Crazy. All right, so with Crazy Train not able to make it to the line for round one of racing, Sparkle Smash gets the bye into that semifinal round. Plain Crazy and Dragon going head-to-head right now. Who will go to the finals? We're about to find out. Plain Crazy is flying on the track, but was it enough to beat Dragon? We're going to the replay right now. Here we go, coming around the final turn. Your winner is Dragon! So we have two mythical beasts going head-to-head in our final round of JCB Racing.
Hampton, it's time for the final round. Once again, make some noise for some JCB Racing.
He has 178 JCB Racing Finals wins under his belt, 9 this season. Let's hear it for Cody Saucier, Dragon! Her last JCB Racing final win was 2 years ago in Bridgeport, but she's ready to rock. Let's hear it for Logan Ashline. Sparkle Smash! Sparkle Smash, pulling to the line, wasting no time. Staged. Cody Saucier Dragon pulling to the line. Staged. Let's go green! His 179th JCB Racing final win. Your winner, Cody Saucier Dragon! Cody Saucier Dragon getting the first 8 points of the night in his 13th year. Here's a guy with one of the best race records in the industry, and you just witnessed how good he is week after week. If you've been following along, a big win for him and a great way to start the weekend in Hampton. Cody Saucier now 37-10 this season alone in JCB Racing. And again, he takes the first 8 points of the night. Let's hear from our JCB Racing winner.
Fans standing by with Cody Saucier. Now, earlier tonight, we heard from you. You've been in this building many times. You're confident when it comes to JCB Racing, but were you confident that you were going to take home this win tonight?
I felt really good up until about this afternoon. The weather took a turn for the worse, man. The motor's like suffocating, just trying to get fuel. We went to EFI a couple years ago, so during intros, it didn't even want to run. I'm like, man, we got our work cut out for us, but no better place to get a win, unlike Hampton. I've been coming here for many years, man. Special place right here, all you military folk, right here in Hampton Roads. I appreciate you guys. We love you so much.
Cody, I have to imagine that it feels pretty good to start the night in this way. You are now just one more JCB Racing a win from 180. How does this set the tone for you tonight?
It feels awesome, man. With party's just begun, if you ask me. My work is done because I always want to get that checkered flag right off the start. But it's time to have a good time. Two Wheel Skills is up next. 4 big old BKT tires. All we got to use is 2. Little John Zimmer, Triton Robbins. Those guys are awesome at this stuff. I might have something up my sleeve, but you guys are in charge. JudgesZone.com, baby. Let's go!
Fans, give it up for Cody Saucier, Dragon!
All right, Hampton, for our next competition, lock your eyes to the video board as our drivers explain some of the moves you're going to see in our next competition.
My favorite Monster Jam skill, definitely be a huge sky wheelie into a walking wheelie. So you'd approach the pod or any obstacle, pop it up right up on top, and land and walk it all the way across.
My favorite skill trick would be a stoppie to moonwalk. And how you would do that with a Monster Jam truck is either use a side obstacle, so pop the truck up onto its nose, which is the stoppie, and the moonwalk is moving it back and forth.
Reverse, up, over AR6, catch that lip with the front tires, set it up on the wheelie bar, sit there for a few seconds, if it cooperates, try to walk it up AR6 across the pod.
My favorite skill is doing a combination. Moonwalk to a tombstone and off the pod again.
Hampton, it's up to you to help us get this next competition started, so clap your hands and watch along with the video. Riding on board right now with John Zimmer Jr. Here comes Terminal Velocity. the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, basically all the combo moves right there. So John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, gets a second attempt now in our two-wheel skills challenge.
Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think of Terminal Velocity.
If I'm the other drivers, I'm probably just going to pack up my stuff and head home after that. You got everything right there. A moonwalk, a popper, a wheelie, doing all kinds of tricks in that first attempt. And then the bicycle with the sidewall save. Keep it going for Terminal Velocity. My man is pumped up over there right now, as he should be too. Clean, executed moves at judgeszone.com. Your scores are in. The score for Terminal Velocity, 8.84. So a 9.2 from our expert judge and 8.48 from the fans. So John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, coming in with the heat as we watch the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Really getting comfortable in the truck, whipping around a little bit, but the bicycle attempt, got it perfectly on those side two tires right there. Cuts the wheel right as he hits the throttle and sets it back down on all 4 BKT tires. So great start to our two-wheel skills challenge. Again, these are some of the moves we're going to be looking for, and that is the QR code. If you aren't at judgeszone.com yet, plug it in your browser, scan the QR code, put that code HAM in, and get ready to score our next competitor. Up next, his dad, John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. Great balance on those front two tires for attempt number 1 for John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon. Let's see what he's got for attempt number 2.
John Zimmer, Megalodon. Scoring is now open.
Coming in with some combos in that second attempt too, but John Zimmer Sr. in Megalodon, he 21-year veteran in Monster Jam, showing his skills and also having to really learn a lot of the more modern day skills challenges, because here's a guy who grew up just racing and then freestyle. Those are the two things that some of these veterans have known, so he's had to definitely up his game to compete with some of these younger up-and-coming Monster Jam drivers. So here we go. The score is in. The score for Megalodon is 7.573. Get a 7.5734 Megalodon terminal velocity, holding on to that top spot. So here's the combo action right there. The moonwalk into the wheelie walk. Here comes Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, 66 skills competition wins in her career. See if she can make it 67 in Hampton tonight. Here we go. Love watching the glow of those red headlights in the dirt. Inches away from the ground. Nice moonwalk for Kristen Anderson. Looked like she was trying to set up another attempt. A combo in that trick. Didn't quite pull it off, so here we go. Attempt number 2 for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Scoring is now open.
Wild moment there in that second attempt on just one BKT tire. Balancing it all over the place. Out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Feeling at home right now and looking good behind the wheel of Gravedigger in our second competition of the night. And that second attempt too. Nice combos, nice moments. Scoring is in. The score for Gravedigger is 8.333. So at 8.333, Gravedigger sits right now in second. Awesome wheelie right there and finding the perfect balance. Getting a little kind of uncertain there, so she hammers the throttle and then sends it over to the other side of the pod again there at the end on just one BKT tire for a hot moment. So John Zimmer Jr. terminal velocity still your leader at 8.84, the score to beat. Let's get those bullhorns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco! El Toro Loco with 36 wins in this competition in his career, winning last weekend in Little Rock, Arkansas. You're riding on board with MJ as he gets ready. Dancing around on those front two BKT tires. Who wants some more from El Toro Loco?
Scoring is now open.
Olay! MJ Solario pulling it out with El Toro Loco and throwing the steering wheel out the window. Not sure if you can see it on the ground over here, but it is not inside the truck. There it is, our camera getting that view. MJ Solario pulling it off in El Toro Loco. Getting a few steps in, too, to go get that steering. He's going to need that here in a minute. But right now, he definitely needs your scores at judgeszone.com. Scores are in. The score to beat, terminal velocity, 8.84. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.724 right now. El Toro Loco sits in second. Tight competition right now with all of our drivers so far within a point of each other, somewhere in that 1 point. So an 8.84 the score to beat, and then we have Megalodon with a 7.5. So real close action right now in our two-wheel skills challenge. That super glue to the action replay. It could have gotten real wild right there, but MJ is the man behind the wheel. So El Toro Loco now in second place with an 8.724, and terminal velocity, your current leader. Right now, let's take a look at our St. Jude ambassador of the event leaderboard and see where your donations are coming in to support our drivers. Again, every donation you make will go to St. Jude, but you're also allowed to pick your favorite driver with that donation. So right now, everybody's picking Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, just walloping everybody else. So if you have a truck or driver you absolutely love and you want to see them move up in our St. Jude Ambassador leaderboard, scan that QR code and please consider making a donation to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Four down, four to go in this competition. Here comes your racing final winner, Cody Saucier, Dragon. A surprise in this, Cody only has 18 two-wheel skills challenge wins in his career. This is a competition he's really come up with, and he definitely needs the consistency and points for this event if he wants to be tonight's BKT overall event champion. Nice wheelie for attempt number one, but coming up the pod, the truck kind of turned on him a little bit. So he had to audible what was going on in the truck. There it is, two wheels.
Cody Saucier, Dragon. Scoring is now open.
Cody Saucier, I was wondering if he was going to bicycle that thing all the way around the track. That'd be something to see. And we got a little bit of a variation there from Cody Saucier and Dragon. The question is, are those scores big enough to take the lead? Again, your JCB Racing Finals winner. Throwing some Dragon pieces up to some fans. Here we go. The score's in. The score for Dragon is 7.106. A 7.106. That is fifth place right now for Cody Saucier and Dragon. Attempt number two here, the bicycle, real slow. Trying to turn it to keep the truck going. Lost the balance and the momentum, though, but a nice attempt there. Dragon sits in fifth. Terminal velocity, still the score to beat. Three competitors left. And here comes Logan Ashline. You're riding on board with Sparkle Smash. Right now, our Monster Jam officials checking something on the track. Logan Ashline, you can see her sitting in the truck, waving, blowing some kisses to all of her fans. Go ahead and make some noise for Sparkle Smash. Come on now. All right, the signal to fire the truck and go is out. Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Trying to pop the truck up onto those front two BKT tires. Not enough momentum, but she gets one more attempt.
Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Fans, place those scores.
Getting out of the truck right now, a tough break in this competition. She's still got freestyle to go, so pump her up. Let's hear it for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Trying to get the momentum to move a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck is not the easiest. And especially, too, when you're going 6th, 7th, 8th in the competition, some of those faces of ramps just aren't what they were when they were brand new for someone else. It's a 4.521 for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. She will sit right now in 6th place. As we watch the replay, the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay again, just not enough momentum. The faces of those ramps are starting to degrade. So tough breaks for Sparkle Smash. But she looks forward now to freestyle and ready to fly on 2 wheels. Here comes Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Plain Crazy with 8 2-wheel skills challenge wins this season. In his 2nd full season of Monster Jam. New truck, and a guy who is bringing it every weekend. So here we go. In that kamikaze position, Montana Robbins smooth walking that Plain Crazy truck up the Monster Jam pad and all the way across it on those front 2 BKT tires. He gets one more attempt.
Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy, scoring is now open.
Tough break for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Setting the truck up, especially for that 2nd attempt, real well, but wasn't able to kind of get the truck situated the way he wanted to and just let the truck settle back down. But Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy out of the truck. Let's hear it for Plain Crazy. Oh, it looks like he gave the sign of maybe some breakage, too. Scoring is in a 6.673. 6th place right now for Plain Crazy. With that, we have one competitor remaining in our 2-wheel skills challenge. And the next competitor has 7 2-wheel skills challenge wins in his also 2nd-year career right now. Here comes his brother, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. All right, everybody, get your train horns up. Come on, get that train arm up. Come on. You hear that whistle blowing? Let's see what the Crazy Train can do. Stalling right up there at the top of the pod. pulls out the combo with the wheelie. We've got one more attempt for Triton Robbins' Crazy Train.
Train scoring is now open.
In that second attempt, it looked like he was on two tires, like on all tires 2 times. So the front tires, the back tires, the side tires. That was some two-wheel skills right there from Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. The question is it enough to take the top spot? Our first competitor, Terminal Velocity, comes out of the gate with an 8.84, sets the bar so high that these other drivers really have to be on their A game. All right, here we go. Score to beat, Terminal Velocity, 8.84. The score for Crazy Train is 8.501. That means your winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. That is his 84th two-wheel skills challenge win in his 4-year career behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck. You see his truck out there. You see MJ Solorio trying to steal the spotlight. But right now, the second 8 points of the night belong to John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Fans standing by with John Zimmer Jr. Now, racing maybe didn't go the way that you wanted, but you came out here and totally redeemed yourself. What was the strategy going into two-wheel skills?
I didn't have any strategy for two-wheel skills. I was super frustrated about racing with how I drove, and I just wanted to come out here and take my frustration out on my truck and see what I could pull off. And, man, that was probably one of the wildest two-wheel rides I've had all season long, and I'm super thankful to do it right here in Hampton. Grew up about 40 minutes down the road, so this place is like home to me, so it's super awesome to come here and pick up a win.
One more chance to take out some frustration with freestyle. Any preview you could give these fans?
Freestyle there's a reason that it's the last competition here at Monster Jam, and y'all fans know why. We are going to come out here and get even wilder and crazier than what you've already saw, and you guys are going to get up off your feet and jumping and screaming and having a good time with us. So Hampton, we're just getting started tonight. We got more coming at you. You ready?
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Out on the floor, we've got some of the best FMX riders in the world. Fans, they feed off of your energy. Give it up for Brandon Reardon. Up next, we've got Kenny Haskell. Making his way is Alex Damlow. And last but certainly not least, get loud for Seth Beaton. All right, Hampton, they're going to make their way around, get nice and warmed up for you. We need you to warm up those vocal cords as well. Let me hear you make some noise. If you like what you see, you need to get louder. No hands. Come on, Hampton, I want to hear you. One to go. Let me hear you make some noise. Off to a good start, Hampton. The action is just getting started. Up next, we're getting into our best trick competition. Now, you guys have been scoring your favorite Monster Jam drivers throughout the night. We are going to do the same thing on judgeszone.com for all of our FMX riders here. They each will have one attempt at their best trick. When the boards go red, you've got 20 seconds to place those scores. Are you guys ready for our best trick competition? Oh, I think we can get louder than that. I said, are you ready for our best trick competition?
There we go. The crowd is awake, and our freestyle motocross riders need that energy. So as soon as they hit the runway, we need to bring the energy up so when they're flying through the air, you are screaming at the top of your lungs. And up first, make some noise for Brendan Reardon. 3 of our riders coming out of Massachusetts. Living life on the edge, and when Brandon Reardon is at home, he's got a butterfly farm. Favorite kind of butterfly is the monarch. Says it brings peace and tranquility to his life. So, all right, here we go. He's on the runway. Let's hear it. Hampton, make some noise.
That was Brandon Reardon. Scoring is now open.
Superman, no hands, flying through the air. I mean, these are the wildest dudes you will ever meet. And if you ever get to hang out with freestyle motocross riders, I always recommend doing that. So our first trick, again, a big no-handed Superman seat grab at the end. Scores are in. The score for Brendan Reardon is 7.946. 7.946 for Brendan Reardon. Kicking things off. Up next is Kenny Haskell. Another Massachusetts rider. Father. Loves having his friends over for tea parties. And then after they get done sipping their tea, then it's time to go big. Little flair right there from Kenny Haskell. On his 250. Again, lining up for the runway once he hits it. Hampton, I need you to turn it up to 10. Let's go.
That was Kenny Haskell. Place those scores now.
I'm starting to think the backflip is what these fans are really loving, because so far the loudest cheers have come from the 2 backflips. That's the first one done in our best trick competition tonight. Kenny Haskell is flying on that flip, too. Big speed, big momentum. Score to beat. Brendan Reardon, 7.946. Score for Kenny Haskell is 8.973. Your new leader, Kenny Haskell. All right, up next, our only Minnesota rider, we've got Alex Damlow. One of our younger freestyle motocross riders spends his weekend chasing the one mystical beast that no one's been ever able to find, Sasquatch. Taking a quick second, checking everything on his bike, lining up for the runway. Hampton, make some noise for Alex Damlow.
Alex Damlow scoring is now open.
He heard the cheers. He's like, I can do a backflip too, Kenny Haskell. Alex Damlow, again, one of the younger riders in freestyle motocross. Plenty of years to go in his career here. So a very simple backflip, too. And you see the way his head flips up as he kind of hits that 180-degree mark as he's in that backflip. So here we go. Scores are in. Score to beat Kenny Haskell, 8.973. The score for Alex Damlow is 8.86. So you liked it, but not as much as the first backflip. And now it's time for our final competition. Our final competitor. Here comes Seth Beaton. Seth, another one of our Massachusetts riders. Favorite part about riding on two wheels is all of the traveling he gets to do with his buds. Doing his favorite thing in the world, riding and busting out some gnar tricks, too. All right, here we go. Final competitor. Best trick, Seth Beaton. Hampton, let's hear it.
Scoring is now open.
Throwing a combo into the backflip. Seth Beaton getting a roar of approval from the fans here in Hampton. So what he did with his feet there, too, it's called an Indian air if he was just doing it without the backflip. But a backflip Indian air. Wild stuff. Here we go. Score to beat. Kenny Haskell, 8.973. The score for Seth Beaton is 9.851. Your winner, Seth Beaton.
Hampton, I think our FMX riders still have a little bit left in them. Are you guys ready for some more? They are going to make a train formation, one after another, flying across this Coliseum. They need you to get nice and loud. Let me hear you make some noise. Lining up for our grand finale. That means you need to get the loudest that you've been all night. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, Hampton. That felt like some Sunday energy to me. It's Friday night. We can do better than that. Once again, let me hear you make some noise. I think we got one more left in us. Do you want to see one more? They can't hear you. Making their way for the final jump of the evening. Hampton, let's blow the roof off this place. Let me hear you get loud. Fans, one more time, give it up for all of our freestyle motocross riders. Making his way to the pod, Seth Beaton, your best trick winner. Seth, congratulations on the win. You have been doing this a long time. In fact, since you were 4 years old. Is it just as fun now as it was when you were younger?
I honestly think it gets better. I mean, you guys, this is probably one of the loudest crowds that I've actually performed in front of.
And you've been performing with there you go. Yeah, we'll give a moment for the noise. These fans have been incredible tonight. You have been with Monster Jam for a while now. What is it like being on the road with all of these crazy Monster Jam truck drivers?
It's
it is a dream, honestly. Everyone says it's a dream. It is a dream. I love what I do, and I love the people that I get to do it with every day.
All right, fans, we'll let him get back to it one more time. Give it up for Seth Beaton, your best trick winner. It's the pinnacle of today's event, fans. Who's ready for freestyle? Starting us off on a high note, fans, Montana Robbins playing crazy. Scoring is now open.
Big air from Playing Crazy, and the last 10 seconds, though, kind of looked like he was a little unsure of what to do next, so then he throws it into the stoppie there at the end. But overall, a good freestyle with a lot of momentum in that, and some big air, too, from Montana Robbins Playing Crazy. Your final chance to help this guy maybe win tonight's BKT Overall Event Championship. But he needs your scores right now. The scores for Playing Crazy are in, and the score is 7.418. 7.418. The score to beat right now in Monster Jam Freestyle. 7 competitors remain in our freestyle competition as we throw it to the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Big air, just moving around the floor, real smooth in that plane. Really bringing some good energy in the final competition of the night, our first competitor. And the score to beat right now, 7.418. Criteria on the board, and remember, the one thing you really need to know, each driver needs to complete at least 15 seconds of the freestyle to get their score from you at judgeszone.com. Up next, let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon.
Scoring is now open.
I'm not sure if any of you have ever gone on like a whale watching or a shark or a dolphin watching excursion in the ocean, but you don't need to. You don't need to waste days trying to get the perfect shot when you've got a giant Megalodon flying through the air. Hampton Coliseum. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon. And here's a guy, too, over his 21-year career has racked up more than 84 freestyle wins. Scores are in. Score to beat playing crazy, 7.418. Score for Megalodon is 8.354. Your new leader is Megalodon. Super glued to the action replay. Big air followed by that combo into the stoppie. Then the terror continues for Megalodon, your current leader in freestyle, 8.354, the score to beat. You're on board with Logan Ashline. Hampton Coliseum, let's hear it for Sparkle Smash! Logan Ashline waiting for Megalodon to get off the track. She's like, I'm ready to be the new leader in freestyle. She has 3 freestyle wins in her career so far. Many more to come. You don't mess with Sparkle Smash. I don't know if John Zimmer Sr. and Megalodon has ever felt so pretty, having all that pink glitter all over him. Parts of the truck already falling apart. No rear steer right now for Logan Ashline. Sparkle Smash. Clock is paused at 59 seconds. Oh, given the broken sign right now, that's it for Logan Ashline. So get your scores in for Sparkle Smash at judgeszone.com, making it past that 15-second mark in freestyle. So definitely not an ideal way to end event number 1. Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash out the truck. Let's hear it for Sparkle Smash. Especially at the end of the event, coming out for the final competition. I'm sure she had some big hopes, too, and had some big moves planned. But right out of the gate, that truck just stops participating in freestyle for Logan. So she now waits for her score at judgeszone.com. It's a 4.329. 4.329. All right, now lock your eyes to the video board. We're going to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. It looks like Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is your St. Jude ambassador of the event tonight. So thank you all so much for your donations to St. Jude. I know they appreciate it, but most importantly, the families who never face a bill for travel, for housing, for food. They get to be with their family during a difficult time. So thank you to everyone for your donations to St. Jude. All right, so a Sparkle Smash makes her way off the floor. Everybody wave to Logan Ashline, which we've got 3 more events this weekend. You'll be able to follow all of the action by joining us or checking out Monster Jam on YouTube. Up next, get those bullhorns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Crazy Bull doing the crab walk right now. Riding on board with MJ. Fighting the rear steer, but it looks like he's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, scoring is now open.
A wild ride for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Our tech official's checking on him right now, and you can see you're hanging upside down right now with MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. In the beginning, too, you saw him kind of parading around real slow. That rear steer wasn't unlocking for him the way he needed it, but as soon as he started mashing the gas, he got it. All right, there is that backflip. All right, scores are in. Score to beat Megalodon, 8.354. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.665. Your new leader is El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, I'm out here in the stands with my new friend, Emma. She's been to so many Monster Jams that she couldn't even remember how many, but we're going to test out her knowledge right now with a little slider trivia. So, Emma, we've got a question for you. We're going to have a slider on the screen. You can see right up there. Tonight's question is, how much does a Monster Jam truck weigh? You just saw MJ Solario flip over. That's a heavy vehicle. So when you think it's over the right spot, you're going to yell, stop. Fans, be sure to help her out whenever you're ready, Emma.
Stop!
Stop. Okay, just under 12,000. What do we think? It is 12,000. She is right on the nose. Emma, we heard your favorite driver is Gravedigger, so we're going to go ahead and hook you up with a nice Gravedigger hat. Fans, make some noise for Emma.
We're on the road to Monster Jam World Finals. Right now, El Toro Loco, MJ Solario, second place in this series, first place in freestyle right now. And again, all of our drivers looking to make it to this year's Monster Jam World Finals, July 4th weekend, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. The most pit party access to our trucks and drivers, the most Monster Jam trucks and drivers in one place, plus the biggest weekend in Monster Jam every year. We crown World Finals champions, and that is where greatness is truly achieved. So check out monsterjam.com, get your tickets, and consider joining us 4th of July weekend, not only for Monster Jam, but some big fireworks too, as we celebrate 250 years of America at this year's Monster Jam World Finals. So again, monsterjam.com has all of the details on the Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. And again, we've got 3 more events this weekend in Hampton. Tomorrow we have 2. Sunday we have 1. You'll be able to watch all the action along with all the other Monster Jam events happening this weekend by following Monster Jam on YouTube and then watching all the replays on the Monster Jam channel with Scott Jordan. The legacy continues. She's bad to the bone. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Nice combo. 50 seconds left. Scoring is now open. One headlight goes out. The truck is smoking. The end of the run, that ragged edge freestyle that we know comes from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Let's hear it one more time for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Big air, big momentum, big freestyle right there from Gravedigger. Scoring is in. The score for Gravedigger is 8.608. 8.608. Gravedigger now in second place in freestyle. El Toro Loco still your leader. 8.665. Watching the super glued to the action replay. That wild moment at the end. The back of the truck bouncing up on 2 wheels on the side. Sets it down. So Toro Loco in first, Gravedigger second, Megalodon third. 3 competitors remain in freestyle. .665 the score to beat.
Fans, we're going to keep the action going here on the big screen right now. It is time for the St. Jude Helmet Shuffles. So I'm here with Nico. Nico and his family are going to help us out right now. We're going to have 3 helmets up here on the big screen. There's 1 trophy going underneath these St. Jude helmets. They're going to shuffle around. You just need to tell us where that trophy is. Fans, help them out. These helmets go quick. Keep your eyes on them. We're not done yet, Hampton. Oh my goodness. Fans, help Nico out. What do you think it is? A very quiet 2, but I think he might be right. Let's check it out. It's not 3. It's not 1, which means it's 2. Nico, Congratulations! You're going home with this nice stuffed Megalodon. What do you think of that? Hampton, give it up for Nico.
Again, 3 drivers remain in freestyle. Toro Loco, the score to beat. Up next, it's Triton Robbins. The train is on schedule. Here comes Crazy Train.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Scoring is now open.
There was definitely some big energy and some big momentum in that freestyle from Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. On the tracks and chasing that BKT Overall Event Championship, the question is, will your scores at judgeszone.com put him at the top spot with 2 competitors remaining after him? All right, here we go. The scores are in. The score for Crazy Train, an 8.477 right now. Crazy Train in third. So Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, giving the signal that the truck was broken too. Freestyling like that with a broken truck is awesome. Third place, definitely a great spot to be. But El Toro Loco still sits on top, 8.665.
John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. Scoring is now open.
He has 35 freestyle wins in his career, and the truck just kept shutting off on him after the big air. He's definitely going to have to spend some time under the truck tonight to make sure that it is 100% for tomorrow. But we had some big air, some great combos in that freestyle too, and just a heavy foot. You could hear him just pushing the meter, how high he was revving that truck. All right, scores are in. Score to beat. El Toro Loco, 8.665. The score for terminal velocity is 9.009. Your new leader, terminal velocity. So super glued to the action replay. Here's the first combo right there. And it just kept going from there. Nice into the wheelie. Great movement. Great floor coverage. So terminal velocity right now, your current leader, one competitor remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. He was your JCB Racing winner tonight. He's towards the top for the BKT Overall Event Championship. I would say he probably needs first place to take it all tonight. Here comes Cody Saucier, Dragon! Lock those scores in at judgeszone.com and keep it going for Cody Saucier, Dragon! Bicycle trying to get it into a sidewall donut save. He was going for the final 8 points right there in freestyle. Lots of momentum, and probably the most momentum from just ripping around the course that we have seen all night in freestyle. The question is it enough to take the win in freestyle? Scores are in. Score to beat, terminal velocity, 9.009. The score for Dragon is 8.023. That means your freestyle winner, terminal velocity. That's 8 more points for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal velocity. Is it enough to take the BKT Overall Event Champion? Is, with a total of 18 points, your winner tonight, terminal velocity. For John Zimmer Jr., that is his 91st BKT Overall Event Championship. And with those 2 wins, he, in his 4-year career, has now won 207 individual competitions with 36 freestyle wins. So your series leader on Arena Championship Series East continues to hold the lead and possibly pulling a little farther. He's on the track right now. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
Fans standing by with John Zimmer Jr. Earlier, you said you were taking out frustration on the truck, but I imagine that had to shift to a little bit more excitement and fun as we went on there.
Oh, it absolutely is. You know, taking out frustration on the truck is super fun. It's not about being frustrated. It's about putting on a show, putting on an amazing run for these fans, because they are the reason we are out here driving our trucks and running them into the ground as hard as we do. Without you fans in the stands, man, we all would just be little kids with a big dream that we didn't get to achieve. So this win tonight is for you fans. I honestly don't even care about the points anymore. I'm so wrapped up in my own head about them. Doesn't even matter at the end of the day. I know what you fans want to see, and you want to see Monster Jam trucks fly high, and that's what we did tonight.
We are just getting started this weekend, but these fans got nice and loud. Is there anything else you want to say to them? A thank you for coming out and cheering you on.
Yeah, just like I said, I'm going to hit the point one more time. We love you fans. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. We got 3 more great events coming. We would love to see you guys out here again. But tonight was amazing. We'll see you next time.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Once again, congratulations to John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Also to Dragon, our JCB Racing winner tonight. And to all of our drivers. They put on an amazing event tonight. So thank you, fans, for joining us for event number 1 at Hampton Coliseum. We've got 3 more to go. You can watch them all on YouTube, or you can get your tickets to join us. For Katie Andrees, our production staff, I'm Ryan Lacoste. We thank you again for being here tonight. Looking forward to seeing you again. Hampton, that was Monster Jam.